Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I did cut my hair so I look a little bit different. I actually cut it about at the beginning of February, so I'm already needing a trim. That's how long it's been since I have sat down to film and to try to upload a video. I'll be honest guys, I have filmed quite a few videos that for some reason or another I've either edited and just not gotten to upload or whatever, and it kills me because obviously I want to continue uploading. Anyways, I'll quit complaining, but today I wanted to hop on here and do a little Q&A since it's been so long since I've been on here. I asked over on Instagram if y'all had any questions and I got a few. So I'll just go down the list and look at them and see what you all asked and then just answer them for you. How is your new job going? So my new job, it's going well. I'm trying to think, it's so hard to even think that I have been in this new job since July. I mean, it's literally, before you know it, it's gonna be a year, and it has just flown by. Every day, every week completely flies by. And I don't know if it's just because I really enjoy my job and I'm super busy. I don't know what it is, but it literally flies by. My husband will be like, oh, it's Friday, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Friday, like I haven't gotten half of what I need to get done. So it's just super busy, because I'm kind of like filling in for 2 roles now, like in the interim. So it is super busy, and I really enjoy it. I really like to be busy, honestly, but you know, I am kind of like, I have a lot on my plate and I'm really at my highest capacity, so it just makes the day super busy. It makes the time fly by like crazy, but I really do enjoy my job, and I'm really happy where I am. And so I feel like honestly, it is the main reason why I haven't uploaded that many videos. It's just finding the time, because a lot of times I'll come home and then I'll still have work that I need to get done. So what is your next step in your TTC journey? So I figured this would be a question, and I don't really know. I think our next step will be to go to a clinic. I have been doing a little bit more research kind of on like natural ways to maybe help my eggs or something like that. I don't really know. I think the next step will definitely be us going to a fertility clinic. I don't know that we'll go to the same one that we did our first consultation at. I just haven't heard that great of reviews of like success there. So we are looking at another clinic to possibly go to. I have saved up some money in my HSA, so that's something I've been doing since I started this new job. So I do have a little bit of money saved that we could put toward the clinic and any testing or any of that we would have to do. The only problem is that that clinic is like 3 hours away from my home, so it does make it difficult just because I am so busy with work. So it's just kind of finding the right time and the right balance and figuring out how to just kind of make it all work. And that's really just the honest truth of like where we are. What was your why for starting YouTube? I haven't really ever got this question, I don't think. So I originally started YouTube in college as like a little hobby. So other than going to classes and stuff like that, I really didn't do much else besides hang around at my apartment. And honestly, it's just because I really couldn't afford to like go out and like spend money at restaurants on the weekends. Like, that's all I really did. And then Tyler, my now husband, when we were dating, he would come up like every other weekend, or I would go home. So really all I did was hang out with him. But like during the week, I had a group of friends that I would hang out with and everything. So it wasn't like I was antisocial, but I really just wanted something like a hobby or something to do. So that's when I started my YouTube channel. I really loved makeup and all that kind of stuff, and it was something that I was good at and I had been good at since high school. And when I was in college, I started watching YouTube a lot. And then when I started learning about all this makeup and everything, it was kind of when it was like first becoming like a big thing. And then I just thought it would be fun to start one as well. I also started it because originally I was going into multimedia journalism, which is kind of like being a reporter. So originally I thought that's what I was going to do. So I remember my mom actually telling me that one of her patients had told her, like, if that's something she wants to get into, like, she really needs to like just get experience. So it was a way for me to get experience, and I really just enjoyed like being creative, and that's just kind of like my thing. I ended up, now I feel like my why is probably a lot different. Actually, it is different because I learned when I was in college that reporting was not what I wanted to do. Like, I view the news very negatively, and so in the same kind of it's the same department but on the opposite side, I really started loving my public relations classes, and so I started going more toward the PR thing, and I really enjoy that, and that's a lot of what I do now. So after I kind of figured out the career path that I wanted to go, YouTube for me became more of like a community. It was a way for me to connect with other people. It was a way for me to be creative and to kind of just inspire and encourage other people to live a life that kind of you want to live, or that we can live. And then now, obviously, see, I think it's kind of progressed and changed through different chapters. I think now it's a huge way for me to connect and share, you know, a lot of the vulnerable and personal chapters that I go through. All the different chapters I've kind of shared. So it's really been evolving over time. Obviously, I don't have like a huge following or a huge viewership, so that might not be like the business way to go about how I've done my channel. But for me, it's been the most genuine way to, like, I just share what I want to share. I share the things that I'm interested in. And then the whole TTC journey has been super supportive, and just a way to create a community of people who are going through the same thing, and just to try to encourage people to live like a more intentional life. That's kind of where I have found my purpose and my why, I guess you could say. That was a long-winded answer. How do you drink Coke and stay so lean? So this is funny. I do have a Coke addiction, like a Coca-Cola addiction. I don't know what people say. I call it Coke. It's pop. So I do have an addiction with Coke, and it's something that I try to reduce and cut down on. Lent is like now, and I'm trying to still decide if I want to give up Coke like I usually do, because honestly, I can give it up when I do Lent. Lent is the only time in the season, it's like the only time when I'm able to give it up and stick to it. And then I can, like, the first time I take a drink after it, I think it's nasty, but then it just is like an addiction, and then I start craving that like burn. I don't know, it's weird. So I don't know, I try to reduce my Coke intake as much as I can. Me and Tyler honestly have tried to like cut down our pop intake into only about 1 a day. How I stay so lean with it, I don't know. Like, I don't know, I'm definitely not that lean and muscular. Like, I would like to definitely tone up more for sure. Not a question, but just really letting you know I really pray for you. I'm in the same fertility journey as you. That's so sweet. You know, I get messages like that all the time of people just like sharing their journey and sharing that, you know, they're going through the same thing, and that is honestly what keeps me making these videos and sharing such a difficult journey, because I know so many other people are on the same journey, and so it makes what I do worth it, I guess. Somebody asked, how are you doing, dear? And I think that's a nice question to ask. You know, I'm doing well. I think that I still kind of go through like the roller coaster of emotions, and it doesn't all pertain to like it doesn't all pertain to just the infertility journey. I think it's a bunch of different things. I think overall I am probably the happiest that I have been, like with my career and just with life. Like, I'm so grateful and happy, you know. Some days I'll get down, like if I'm bored and then I start watching other people or looking on social media, I'll get down and be like, I'm so far from where I want to be. Like, I want to travel, I want to be out of debt. Like, all of that can kind of drag me down sometimes, but then I have to like refocus myself and recenter to where I remind myself that like every month I'm working toward a goal and that it takes time and I have to be patient. And I think just with so much of my life, it's just being patient. Like we want things right now and we want to be where we want to be, but it's a journey. And I think that a lot of times you have to remember that, and it can be hard to remember that when you just want something so bad, like in every different chapter or phase and of things that you're going through in your life. In a roundabout way, I am so happy and I'm so proud of like where I am in my life. Are you still in the same job? Still liking it? I already kind of answered that question. Yes and yes. What are your plans for TTC this year? Keep on trying or adoption? You know, I think I kind of already answered this as well. I do think at some point this year, like I want to go, I would like to do the consultation again with the fertility clinic if we haven't already gotten pregnant. I do think that's the next step. I don't think that adoption is an option anytime soon. It's just super expensive and overwhelming to even think about that. Infertility treatments alone is overwhelming to think about, and they're like half of what adoption can be, just depending on how you go about it, all that kind of stuff. So adoption is definitely not on our radar right now. I'm not saying that it never is, because I do feel like that's something that might be in my future, something that I would like to do. But I do think that we would probably go to a fertility clinic at some point this year. Alright, so I think that is the majority of the questions that I got on Instagram. I hope that you all are doing well. Let me know what kind of videos you all want to see coming up. I'm definitely trying to make more time and to try to get them shot and edited and uploaded, and I definitely would like to, I think I would like to get to the point where I'm doing one a week. Maybe every Sunday. I feel like Sunday is a good day to upload. It's a little more of a chill day, and I feel like it's a day that people like to watch. I'm trying to at least get to uploading once a week, and I think Sundays would be a good day. So let me know in the comments what you all think. Let me know what you want to see, and I will catch you on my next video. Bye guys.